recording. It's probably going to give you that weird, oh, it doesn't. How come it doesn't do it for you? Usually when I do it, it says this meeting is being recorded. So I love it. All right, Holly and Vanessa, you're rocking the Halloween looks. Very adorable. Very cute. I didn't do that for you. I'm sorry. I do have a pro tip for you. If you are looking to create zombie skin, lash glue, and toilet paper, mix them together, put them on your face, and then put your foundation over top and a little bit of green eyeshadow. You're welcome. Okay, so how many of you find that you're just a little bit like, I'm a little bored? When you ask your clients to host a Facebook party for you, you say it like that, can you have a Facebook party for me? And of course, they're super excited, right? They're just like running. I would love to please play innocuous games on Facebook. Love it. I would love it. They don't love it, right? I mean, how many of you are finding you might book it, but then you're not getting a lot of people showing up for the parties, or they look like they're there and they're not really there? And then you're doing tons of follow-up afterwards. Who's with me? I know you're with me. I can't be the only loser who's like, seriously, you guys, I'm here. Don't you love me? So I kind of wanted to talk to you about like what I've done in the past whenever I get kind of bored. Whenever I sort of feel like no one's booking, nothing's really happening, I don't know what to do. And the reason that that happens, you guys, is just because you're not booking because you're not super excited. Fair? You're not selling because you're not super excited. It doesn't matter what you think, you're not. If you are super excited, you're booking. If you are not, you're not. Why does Mary Kay come out with new products every quarter? So that we get excited. And when we get excited, we sell stuff. And sometimes we sell stuff that wasn't part of the new launch, right? A lot of times we do, but we're actually following up with our customers. We're actually touching base with them. And then guess what? They're buying stuff. It's super weird. It's like super weird when you host and you reach out. It's super bizarre how that works. So whenever I'm trying to think about new things, I always look at A, the current trends, and B, the current climate, the emotional climate, the political climate, things like that. So what would you say is the major theme right now of 2022 or 2021 so far? I'm already trying to project into the future. Right, Selena? Stress. Stress and anxiety, doom scrolling, arguing, pro this, anti this, yelling at each other. That is the major theme for fair. So, well, not fair, actually, we don't like it. But that is the sort of the theme. And that's what your customers are feeling too. So then what could you offer that would counteract that? Is this the time for you to introduce a new way to do a beauty look? Like contouring? No, because a stressed out woman is like, yeah, right. I'm not learning anything else. I don't care what it is. I'm not doing it. I don't care. What are they looking for? Relaxation and easy. That's the main thing. They are not looking for some massive Kim Kardashian contour look. Even Kim K's not doing it anymore. When brows were a big deal, I did a ton of brow parties. They're not such a big deal anymore. What's a big deal? Skincare. If anything, 2 years of wearing masks has taught us that it's important to take care of our skin. Right? Because if we're wearing a mask every day, then we're getting maskne. And stress equals aging. Don't believe me? Look at Barack Obama when he first got elected versus the end of his term. Look at Lincoln when he first, before the Civil War and after the Civil War. Stress equals face aging. And what do we want to sell people? Lazy skincare. Now, you know me, I love a routine. I love the miracle set. I love the repair set. I don't know how much you're going to sell of those, because the other thing people are right now is poor. They're super poor. A lot of them, the serve is ending. A lot of them are having to pay back the serve that they got before. A lot, I mean, groceries have gone up, gas has gone up. Here in Alberta, it's ridiculous. It's costing us like 3 times the normal cost for our groceries. So people are struggling. So I'm probably not going to sell them a $159 kit, you know, because that feels like a lot. But I might sell them one facial peel that's going to last them 6 months to a year, that they only have to remember to do once or twice or 3 times a week, that you can put on and forget. Do you know, you guys, that the facial peel stops activating after about 10 to 20 minutes? So it's not like if you keep it on, it's going to keep eating away at your face. So that's something that I would really recommend that you focus on, is do a lazy skincare party. You could make it so fun with different themes. You can put different memes about being lazy. You can sing different songs. You can do fun things. You can have contests to show your laziest outfit. Show me what it looks like when you just can't even bother. And those are the things that women will reach for right now, when they just can't even bother. So facial peel, you can put that on your hands. You can put it on your face. You can put it on in the morning. You can put it on at night. Doesn't matter. And if you forget, like me, to wipe it off in 10 minutes, it's okay. It's totally fine. I've even put makeup on over top of it because I forgot. It's fine. It doesn't keep eating, right? Like, it's the glycolic acid stops working. So it's not like it'll just, you know, all of a sudden you don't need to do a makeup trick to make zombie skin because you have zombie skin. It doesn't work like that. It's super gentle, super easy skincare. And yeah, of course, you want your client to be in a makeup routine, and you want them to have a skincare routine, and you want them to do all the things. But when we're in a recession, like we are, and like we're going into, we have to focus on easy to use products that are quick and cheap. Rena Tarbett talks about when she became a national sales director, that's when the bottom fell out of everything. And they had just bought a brand new, beautiful mansion because, of course, she's an NSD now. She should. And then all of a sudden, there's no money. And she's back to being per. You know, she says, we was dirt per. So what she said that she had to focus on was $20 items that she focused on hosting, because hostesses want free stuff. They can't afford to buy the things, so they'll host to get the free things. You might have to sell to 100 people a $20 item versus 2 people $200 at a time. And just think how many awesome customers that equals. And then when the recession's over, how many awesome customers keep buying when they have money again. Crazy. So the facial peel, charcoal mask is lazy skincare. Don't you agree? You put it on, doesn't matter if you, I mean, yeah, okay, we're supposed to wash our faces beforehand. Does anyone actually do that? I don't. I don't wash my face before the peel either. And I literally keep the facial peel beside my bed. So I'll put it on while I'm doom scrolling Facebook first thing in the morning. Like, don't even look, doesn't matter. It's totally fine. Just don't do it the night after you do clinical solutions. I discovered that. But there is that option. Okay, charcoal mask. Same with gel mask. You guys, you can leave this on for 10 minutes. You can leave it on overnight. And stress saps moisture from our skin. The Hydrogel Eye Patches. Talk about lazy. Throw those on. You can put 6 patches on your face if you want. It requires nothing. Now, here's a cool thing that you can do is you can have the lazy skincare party be the first one, and then you can do follow-up parties with lazy makeup. And this is, okay, you can do this as a party with a hostess. You can do it as a theme in your unit. You can do it as a theme for all your facials for the month. So if you're not doing in-person, if you're only doing in-person appointments, you're only doing one-on-ones, because of course with different laws, I mean, most of the time with COVID, we have to do just one person or two related people, right? So if you're doing in-person appointments, you can make that your theme for the month is lazy skincare. And then that's all you're bringing. That's all you're talking about. Micellar water. People who don't wash their faces can at least wipe it off with micellar water. The Skin Invigorate brush is lazy skincare. It's 90 seconds. And you can try to do things like selling. I mean, I love that we have the little on the go sets, because those things are what your customers might buy. Think about it. If somebody offered you your Netflix subscription and they said to you, it's only $250 for the year, how many of you would seriously consider whether that was worth the money? You had to pay it right now. But they don't. They say it's, well, it started at $8.99 a month. Now I'm up to like $14.99 a month. And I don't care, just comes out. Think about how many subscription services we have. Some of them have a full year option, and we still don't do it, even though it's cheaper to buy it for the whole year, right? Because it's easier to budget when we can do smaller amounts. And that's the same thing with skincare. So yes, it's more economical to buy the miracle set as a miracle set. But if your customer is struggling, buying a $29 go set every month or every month and a half is a little easier to swallow for her. That I know what it's like to live on nothing. And I still used my Mary Kay. I just had to use it very, very sparingly. And luckily I bought it when I thought we had money and stocked up before I realized that we didn't. And then I ran out of night solution, and my consultant actually sent me 2 boxes of catalogs and had me write her name and address and phone number on every single one by hand and hand them out all over Okotoks to get a free night solution. And I did it because that's how much I wanted my skincare. But when you're doing a party, sometimes you're just trying to get a brand new client in. How many of you need new clients? All y'all peoples are sick of you. They're like bored, you're bored. There's no one new to talk to. So you need new clients. So then you need to get into, okay, I could do a party where I show everything that we have. How many of you have ever done that? Have you ever done an in-person party even when you're like so excited and you show everything? And then they buy under eye correctors and mascaras? And you're like, wow, I'm so glad I spent 2.5 hours explaining all the skincare, only to discover that you didn't have any money to buy skincare and you were only going to buy a mascara anyway. Right? I'm saying sometimes we need to go back to what makes us exciting, what makes us fun, be more adaptable for your clients. Yes, we want them on skincare lines, but yeah, we also understand they can't quite do that right now. Some of them can. Totally fine. Isn't this a great opportunity for you to be able to have them be hostesses, to earn that for free, and then possibly to be able to be consultants so that they can see how easy it is to focus on 6 products instead of 600? Wouldn't you agree if I said that you can join Mary Kay and the only products you need to know about are the facial peel, the charcoal mask, and the gel mask, and the hydrogel eye patches? You'd be like, yeah, cool. Think of it like a gateway drug, like the first one's free. It's the same with microdermabrasion. How many of you have ever done microdermabrasion on one side of someone's nose at a party and they're like, if you don't give me more, I am going to cry? That was me. That's how I got sold on it. The very first party I ever attended. And she's like, nope, sorry, I'm not allowed to give you more, but I can sell you the box for 60. And I bought the set because I wasn't leaving with flaky nose on one side. I didn't buy skincare yet, you guys. That's what I bought. I bought the microdermabrasion set. I wasn't even sold on the makeup yet, but I was sold on the microderm. And then I went to my follow-up party and I bought a bunch of makeup. And then I went to another party where they did the skincare on one hand and not on the other. and put the foundation on. And I saw how much better the foundation went on the hand that was clean and moisturized, because I didn't think I needed it, because I don't age, because I clearly am a vampire. I mean, I didn't really show the signs of aging that my friends did at that age. I mean, I was like 30 and I didn't show anything. I didn't see any issues. My mom has great skin. I was like, I don't need skincare. I'm fine. That's how I got sold, was that layering of products. We need to go back to what Mary Kay Ash taught us to do. She didn't start a party and do every single thing. She focused on that. You can make that into whatever floats your boat. You can make it a busy mom party. You can make it a lazy party. You can make it a trash party, like, trash panda. You can be like, if you're sick of yourself, here's some things you can do. Whatever you want to do that makes you excited and happy, you can do. So that means that you can focus on that as the theme, even for your unit page, or not your unit page, but your like Facebook page for your team, or your profile, like your fan page. You can make reels about it. So when I say party, I don't mean if you're not doing a party right now, or you just can't even wrap your head around doing a digital party, trust me, they're not all they're cracked up to be anyway. What I'm talking about is simplifying your entire catalog and getting excited again and really knowledgeable about 3 to 5 products. How many of you have ever, when the new catalog launches, hang on, I keep picking it up to drink some, and then I keep putting it down and not actually having a sip. So since I dumped a whole glass on myself, I feel I deserve at least a sip of wine. How many of you have ever, when the new catalog first comes out, you sell a new product like crazy? Like crazy. That new eyeshadow palette or that lip gloss or whatever, you sell like crazy. And then it's almost the end of the quarter and it's still in stock. And you don't sell anymore. Do you? Do you know why? Because you're not excited anymore. And you think the people that you talked to about it in the very beginning have already purchased it and they don't need it anymore. And you're not excited about it anymore, so why bother? You're going to wait for that next catalog. How many of you have ever actually gone and gotten excited about a product again before the end of the catalog? Have you really relaunched it again? When a new product comes out, especially the Americans, they're the worst for this, right? Like they get their beauty buzz kits or whatever, and then they're posting like 7,000 pictures, which we all steal. So we're grateful. Don't get me wrong. But they post like 8,000 pictures of their eyeshadow, and everyone's really excited about that eyeshadow palette. And then no one ever talks about it again. And we're never like, oh, remember Moroccan Dunes? That was the best. We don't talk about it. Some of us still have it on our shelves. And we don't even, whatever, it's old news now. That's the wrong attitude to take, right? If a store is trying to clear something out, do they just put it in the very back on some weird rack by the garbage cans? No, what does that say? I don't really care about this. Here you go. Take it. They reverse market. Usually they put the new stuff at the front and they put the sale stuff at the back because they want you to come in through the store. But here's the deal. You don't have a store for people to walk into. You can't put the milk at the back of your store because they're going to come to the milk. So your milk is that new stuff that you're excited about. And whatever it is, your customers don't know if it's new or not. Betcha $10. If you surveyed your customers, half of them would not know what the facial peel is. And it is honestly, you guys, my favorite product in Mary Kay. I'm going on a trip for 10 days and it was too big to put in my thing. So I grabbed 3 samples because I'm 10 whole days. I don't know if I can be without it for that long. That's how much I love it. So that's something that I'm always going to be excited about. But even if I send a sample in a customer direct shipped, if I don't follow up on that sample and get really excited for her to try it, and I don't reach out to her and be like, did you put it on yet? Oh my gosh, she's not buying it. But probably she's not even trying it, right? She's going to look at it and go, oh, cool. And then forget. And she doesn't mean to. It's not her fault. We do it too, right? We forget that we got this thing or this Scentsy sample or this Epicure sample until, it's been sitting in the cupboard for 30 years and it's already not available anymore. You're like, oh, I tried that thing. Oh, I can't get it. Oh. So, I mean, you just have to be the person to do that. So lazy skincare is a really awesome, easy party for you to do. Instead of thinking about doing like a contour party or a contour class or a smoky eye class, those work really well most days. But considering the current climate of people, they just can't be bothered. They're just over it, over everything, right? We're all in the same boat. We totally feel you. So that's what I'm talking about, is just getting yourself sort of just re-psyched up to focus on something. You can even focus on spa products. You can focus on anything you want, but my caution to you is make it fun. Don't call it a spa party. If you do, I'll pull your hair. No one wants a spa party. They did when we first did spa parties 6 years ago, but they don't want it now. They might want a self-care, self-care Sunday. They might want something like that. They might tune in for that, but they are probably not going to show up if you're just like, we're going to have some relaxation time, because relaxation even feels like work sometimes, don't you think? Like I'm supposed to relax. That's a dirty word in my house. Don't you tell me that. It's usually sworn at me, relax. Tell me to relax. Anyway, so that is something that I love to do. So then if you followed that up with a lazy makeup party, you could do simply CC cream, under eye corrector, swipe a mascara, 5-minute face, but you're not calling it 5-minute face. You can call it lazy. People are owning they're lazy right now, so it's totally fine. You could be like, life is too short to, worry and doom scroll and argue on the internet. Let's have some fun and get that going, right? You could incorporate the need to fight on the internet, and you could have a showdown kind of party where you have people vote and you could declare the winners on things. And then, whichever one's the winner, the people who voted for the winner get a draw for winning one of the samples or something like that, where you have 2 products, just like in the radio when they play 2 songs. Am I dating myself there? Do they even still do this? I'm like, when we used to sit around the radio, I said to my son today when he's applying for university, and he goes, will they send me something if I, like an email, if I don't get in? And I was like, we got letters, but there wasn't even email when I applied to universities. Like, pardon? There was not email? No. I sent my first email in university. What? So on the radio back in the day, they used to do showdown contests where they would play 2 songs and then you could call in and vote for your favorites. So then you could do the same sort of thing with your group or with a party where you're looking to see who's the winner. So you could compare 2 exfoliating products and talk about both of them and have them vote. And because we have samples of those, you could even send those out in advance to do a party. Have them do the peel on one side and the microderm on the other and vote. And whichever product is the winner is the product that you're going to give away to one of the people who voted for the winners or something like that, or they get a coupon on it or something. You can be creative and do something like that. They do still do a radio showdown. He says, okay, all right, I haven't listened to the radio in a very long time, but I was like, they must still do something like that. So you could say that. You could have people argue for their favorite products. You could even post something like, this is a product that I can't even believe people buy, defend it. And the best defense of this product, the best person who argues for it is winning it. Right? So you could go on and be like, under eye corrector's garbage. Prove me wrong. Best answer gets one for free. and see what they do. And this is a fun thing you can do with your clients because they already have probably tried it or purchased it. So they're going to show pictures of their under eye corrector, one eye with, one eye without. And guess what you just did? Sold a whole bunch to the watchers. And you had a little bit of fun. That's all I'm talking about, right? Instead of like the tried and trues of this or that, make it a showdown. People are all about arguing on the internet. Make it fun. You could even be like, I'm anti skincare. Prove me wrong. Right? You could do anything like that just for fun and see what people say and how they're going to interact with that. Okay? So you could have de-stress your face, and you could lead up to that party with pictures of politicians before and after their care and before and after going through stress, right? And you could even show that now. If Mary Kay Corporate is listening, we're not supposed to use celebrities. We are never supposed to use celebrities or politicians in an effort to sell any of our skincare. And I apologize, and you did not hear that from me. But if you're in a private Facebook group and they're not in it, and I didn't tell you to. Anyway, you could totally do something like that where you're sharing different things, where you're like, you know, a mom before she has kids and a mom after. Where'd those wrinkles come from? They're fast. They come in fast. How many of you have noticed your gray hair shows up faster these days? It's there. You just can't see it. It's covered. It's dyed. Right? Selena's like, well, always. It's like, that's my jam. But I mean, we're going through, we have to really realize like this is almost 2 years of a pandemic. And if you don't think you're going through stress, trust me, you are. You are. So that means your clients are. And they don't want to just be sold to, they want an experience. They want to feel like they know you. They want to feel like they're part of something. So instead of saying to them, hey, would you host a Facebook party for me? You're instead going, hey, I really want to feature some lazy skincare. Who do you know that's really lazy? I need some lazy people. Who's like so not down, they barely even wash their faces. Those are my people. Let's find them. Right? And then focusing on the products that they could do that would simplify their lives, simplify their faces. Yeah, I mean, we probably all own every single item in the catalog, but we didn't start out that way. And when you were a brand new beauty consultant, even if your consultant that signed you up told you to buy everything in the catalog for yourself, you still would have been like, heck no. But you own it all now, don't you? How many lipsticks do you have? I have all of them. Every single one to demo and for me, to demo on me. Right? So we have everything. We have all the stuff. We had to be layered to do that. And so do your clients. It's okay. So some of you are planning to do open houses in November and December, right? For holidays. So then you might be at a stalemate for the last 10 days of October going, but I'm doing an open house in November. So I don't have to do anything right now. Wouldn't it be awesome if you had 30 new clients that you could invite to your open house? That's 3 parties, really, with follow-ups. Wouldn't it be awesome if they read about those things, bought a few things in October, and then their budget allowed them to buy a few more things in November or purchase them for gifts? And wouldn't it be awesome if you could keep doing these parties while you're doing your open house? Because your open house is for your current clients. It's not for your brand new ones you don't even know yet. So you're looking to attract new people. So that's all I mean is figuring out those things. The other last one I'm going to leave you with is to shake up your makeup bag, which is a party we've done before. But because of the pandemic, a lot of people haven't used a lot of their stuff. And it's been a while since it's been on somebody's face. And that means it's disgusting and needs to get thrown out. So shake up your makeup is best actually done individually. And you can do it in a Zoom. And all you get them to do is divide up their paper into 4. Top left, well, you can decide where they go, but it's like 1 is keep, 1 is maybe, 1 is need to replace with the same, and 1 is get rid of. And then they go through everything and they show you everything in their makeup bags. And lots of it's not Mary Kay. And you go, well, put it where you want it, just in the quadrants, on the paper in front of them. They just put it on the paper, like the actual item, into the 4 squares. And then you go through the 4 squares and you like leave their keeps alone. You don't argue with them if their favorite is this mascara or whatever. Don't argue with them. You're only just showing them things that they can replace with Mary Kay with their items are A, expired, or B, just aren't as good, but they do need a brow pencil. Like, I like this cheek color, but it's not really awesome on my skin, but I really like blush. My friend told me to buy a blush. Can I make a suggestion for you? These are the colors I think you would like. So those are really easy to do one-on-one too. So if you're trying to fill up your calendar and you're looking like, I've got to get some new people in front of me, I got to get some new excitement. How many of you are way more excited about your business when you are seeing faces? When you're just sitting at home hoping the mascara orders roll in, it ain't so fun. You can do this. Be creative. Have some fun with your business. Shake it up a little bit and get excited to try something new. And it's not really that new. It's a lot easier, actually, to focus on 4 products instead of 12. Heck of a lot easier. Okay? Any questions or anything?
Sorry, what can you repeat again? What were the 4 quadrant things?
It's like keep and then replace. And then the third one is like replace with a similar item. So they might want to replace the exact item because it's expired, or replace with a similar. And then the last one is chuck, like they're never going to use it. Doesn't matter. They don't want another color of it. If you look up on Facebook, if you just like search shake up your makeup bag, it's not my idea. It is Bridget's in the States. I think it's Bridget, and she created it like 2-3 years ago, but it is quite cute. It's the problem with doing it as a party is then people go, oh, I love that mascara from this company. And you're like, cool, thanks. You don't go into the Ford dealership and start talking about the Chevys, but all right. And then they all start talking about other products and things like that. It's just annoying. So I wouldn't recommend doing that one as a group. Okay? Any other questions? Does this help a little bit? Oh, yes, please, Des. Please do the draw. I actually sent out presents. So if you didn't get something and I owe you, yell at me.
Sorry, I'm just flipping
That was
around.
a great face there, Des. She was like this.
Did it freeze?